wanted to help others? Have you ever helped others and experienced that fulfillment? An easy way to help and to give hope is to donate your hair to those battling cancer. Cancer is emotionally and physically draining. Losing your hair is another thing on top of getting cancer that can really make you lose hope. About 18 years ago, my mom was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma right by her heart, right after she had me and right after my dad lost his job. You can imagine what a tough time it must have been for my family. On top of all that, my mom lost all her long, beautiful, black, curly hair. My mom loved her hair. She is and was a completely positive person throughout her cancer and her chemo, but losing her hair was quite shocking. This is what she looked like with her long, beautiful, black, curly hair. This is what she looked like after her cancer and her hair started to grow back. And this was her with her wig, and that's me. My mom got that wig to make her feel whole again. People who lose their hair should be able to get that hair without complications. This is why I'm speaking with you today. The only organization I knew about was Locks of Love, and the first time I donated my hair, I donated it to them. I thought it was a simple process and that they would just receive my hair and use it to make a wig to give it to those in need of one. After all, donating your hair should be that simple. But rumors started going around that Locks of Love was charging people for their wigs based on the recipient's economic status. After researching, I did not find a credible statement over that, but instead I found articles from ABC News, Huffington Post, Forbes, New York Times, and Time magazine that all published articles covering the research that nonprofit investor wrote about the $6 million of hair donations that were unaccounted for. The ABC article included that Kent Chow, the founder of Nonprofit Investor, said he reached out to Locks of Love many times but never heard from anyone from the organization until a lawyer threatened to sue if they published their report. The Huffington Post wrote that after tallying the differences of how much each hairpiece is worth, NPI concluded that the charity had more than $6 million worth of donated hair that was unaccounted for each year. Forbes had written that nonprofit investors' analysis raises significant questions about how the hair donations are used. The New York Times wrote, many people are unaware of the hair donation guidelines, and even hair that survives the winnowing may not go to the gravely ill, but may be sold to help pay for the charity's organizational costs. Time wrote an article titled, Locks of Love Can't Account for the $6.6 million worth of donated hair. The prominent charity is tangled in scandal. Even though there was some controversy with nonprofit investors' calculations, Locks of Love came off as very standoffish and would not release any information over their finances or how they operated. They required a lot of rules, they threw out a lot of hair that they received, and they even said that they did not count the hair that they received, which is very troubling. How can you run an organization and not count what you get in? Now we know about Locks of Love's inability to be transparent about their process, so you can help by supporting the right companies that value the meaning behind giving hope. Before